What's up, you beautiful people? I have tried to make this video multiple times by now, but I think we're gonna actually post this one and we're not gonna edit it. I had been traveling for about 2 weeks in Europe, and the intention was to see my grandpa, basically say goodbye. He's living in a home now, and he had a stroke last year, so he's not doing fantastic, but he's in a good place, and it was very nice seeing him. And we weren't sure if he could speak English anymore, as he only really learned it to speak to his grandkids. So the stroke took out a chunk of his memory, where he still sometimes thinks my mom is alive and that kind of thing. So it was bittersweet. It was nice seeing him, basically saying goodbye, seeing my uncle, who was 10 years younger than my mom. And I only have him, my grandpa, my great aunt, which is my aunt's youngest sister. She still has her daughters and her son and their families, so I met up with them too. That was really nice. We had dinner or lunch or something at her daughter's restaurant, which is crazy because I remember doing that as a kid. And yeah, just the experience was just very bittersweet. It was beautiful, it was wonderful, but I also was sad and it was nostalgic. Like I would go to Belgium as a kid when I was growing up, with my mom, so she could see her family and everything, and the greenery, the weather, just everything there, the smells, the food, just reminds me of my mom, so it made me feel close to her. We also, yeah, just like, it was just a nice experience, just spending a lot of time with my sister. And we haven't gone on a trip in who knows how long, maybe since I was in high school. So, and I'm an old man now, so it's been a while. But long story short, that experience was great. Also met up with some friends, and that was enjoyable. Now that I don't have any jet lag after like a week of having been back, some new things are happening in my life. My job gave me an opportunity to be promoted, where it was kind of on me. If I want the added responsibility, I can go for it. And I said, yes, that's what I want. So right now, sorry, there's like a bag of cat food rolling around in my car in a bag. And it's just like, I said a bag of cat food rolling around in my car in a bag. That's funny. Yeah, so I'm giving my friends some cat food. Another thing that happened, which reminds me, which I would like to avoid and not talk about, but my cat Lilu passed away while I was on my trip. So that was really rough. I didn't get to say goodbye to her, and when I left, she was doing okay. If you know anything about my cat, last year she was really having some issues. She had to be hospitalized, and they diagnosed her with like anemia and small cell lymphoma, which is basically a type of cat cancer. So she's been on kitty chemo and a ton of shit every single day, and she's been like primarily pretty well. But the last like week or so, 2 weeks before I left, she just was refusing to pee in her box, and she would just go through periods where she would be very stubborn like that. So I really wasn't thinking anything of it. She was eating just fine with me, but right when I left, she wasn't eating, and I'm just thinking she's sad because I'm not there, she's being picky, and I just wasn't thinking it's as serious of a deal as it was. So long story short, I think she passed away in her sleep, and yeah, it's really tough because like I'm a little numb to it still right now, because I wasn't there, and maybe it's a blessing in disguise that I wasn't the one to discover her like that, because it just would have broke me. Because this cat was like my child, and like if you've ever met her or seen videos of her, and I'll share some stuff soon. I don't know if I'm gonna like put something in this video and actually edit at all, but like she's very affectionate with me, and like daddy's kitty little girl. Where if you know Bengals, they're just very, very like attached and loyal to who they love, and she was literally just like my baby. So she was maybe like 14 years old. I'm not 100% sure because I did adopt her. But I'm still a bit in shock. and I received her remains on like last Monday. So yeah, her cremated remains are back at my house, and it's just really odd, just really weird. And I lost my other cat, Fancy, like in August last year. So it's just been a rough year for me with my animals, and it's a blessing in disguise. But I did get a kitten in December, and I think subconsciously I was doing it timing wise also, just because like I knew like Lilu had just like a timeline where her vet basically said, yeah, max like 2 years. So in my mind, I'm like, I'm just gonna give her like the best life possible, and when I see her suffering, then I'm gonna make the decision to put her down if she's really doing badly. So I try to tell myself that, you know, maybe she just passed away because she didn't want to go through that next phase of things getting really rough. Because when I left, I literally bought like pee pads and was just accepting that I'm probably gonna have to diaper her now because she just won't pee in a cat box. So I don't know, I'm trying to make sense of something that you can't really make sense of, besides the fact that like every living thing eventually dies. So it's just tough, you know, is dealing with being in my mom's country and just dealing with those feelings, and still not really feeling like I can understand my mom's death. Like I still don't. And then now dealing with my cat Lilu passing away when I wasn't there. It just doesn't feel good. And you know, you have regrets again, just like the same feelings like I had with my mom of like I should have been there, and if I saw she wasn't eating, I would have taken her to the vet, and like they could have done everything they did last time, and I could have kept her alive for longer. But what's done is done, and like I just can't live like that. But definitely having a hard time dealing with the feelings, and then also being back and having to go to work right away and having to operate your life right away. Sometimes you don't have time to just properly let your grief sink in and deal with it and deal with your feelings. So that's what I'm dealing with. I didn't mean for this video to get kind of sad, but and I wasn't planning on even bringing that up. So ta-da! That's what's going on in my life right now, and that's why I'm giving my cat food to my friend who's got a ton of cats. And even that's just like really sad for me to do, but I want to at least like do something with this food and have someone else benefit from it. But just the whole experience is just very sad. So off I go. I have 2 gigs next week, one with Kendall, one with the party band that I'm in. Went to a birthday party last night for Kendall. It was a surprise party. It was very cute. She had a picture on her cake, and I got the slice with her boob on it, so that was really fantastic. And then I'm going to her sister's party this week, and I think it's like luau themed, or I can't remember, but I have to go find an outfit. So these are the little things that, you know, just make life a little easier when you're going through a tough time. It's just being around your friends, enjoying like simple pleasures. Like I got Hogwarts Legacy. That came in the mail yesterday. I have to find time to play it, but I'm very excited to play that game, and I'm actually going to stream. I'm gonna put my video on. You'll be able to hear me. I'll put my headphones on. I'll be in my living room playing it on PS5. So I'm gonna stream that game, and on Twitch. If you want to look me up, I think I have it as the same thing. It's like official Hana HXNX. Also, my license plate I got changed. I made it custom. I won't tell you because I guess if I ever blow up, people will be like, "Oh, that's Hana," but you'll know. I have a very custom license plate. And then what else? Wrapping this up really quick. I'm gonna spend the rest of the day training for work. So my promotion is basically dependent on me stepping up and learning the material that I need to learn to be able to do what I need to do at work. So I have to do that on off hours, so I'm gonna be doing that today. And those people were looking at my license plate. It's kind of funny. But off we go. And then another thing I'm going to be doing is focusing on slimming down and taking care of myself, not eating my feelings, and just living a happier and healthier life. Bye. Ta-ta.